Oh my God. Well, we're on our way to the airport to start our journey to the Hawaiian Islands. We're doing 2 races over there. We're doing the Maui to Molokai on Friday, and then we're doing the Molokai to Oahu on Sunday. Downwind foiling is very intimidating because you're kind of out in the middle of the ocean, and learning to sup paddle a downwind foil board is really hard. That's kind of why I haven't done it yet, because it's too hard. but I've been able to find a bit of a shortcut to at least get out there and get into downwinding. Is if you've got the right equipment, you've got a long narrow board, and you've got the right technique and the right hand paddles or gloves just to give you that enough power just to get on foil, then hopefully that will inspire some people to really get into it. So here we are at the new flight office. We had some last minute testing over the weekend to make sure everything was good before these boards fully go into production. So just dropping this off to Chris, and we are gonna jump in the car and head up to the airport and head to Hawaii. Wish me luck. So the backstory to this whole trip goes a little something like this. Back in late May, I did a downwinder with Adrian Destang, and he mentioned that the M2O course had changed this year and it started and finished in the bumps. So I immediately contacted the race organisers with the help of Simeon, and I was able to get a late entry. At the time, I was working on a new range of mid-aspect surfoils with FLITElab, so I hadn't downwinded in about 6 months. But once I was entered, I gave FLITElab an almost impossible task: design, produce and deliver me 4 downwind foils and a downwind board as soon as possible. 3 or 4 weeks later, everything turned up at HQ in Byron. Only problem was, there was no wind, just pumping waves for proning. That didn't stop me testing gear in the waves. Luckily, a week before I was heading to Hawaii, we had 3 days of good winds and I got to test all the gear, and it worked really, really well. Next minute, I'm on the beach at Molokai at the opening ceremony, getting advice from Kai Lenny, and then I'm on the boat at the start line of M2O, ready to throw myself into the deep end and send it. The start was absolute chaos. I positioned myself next to the buoy that was furthest in the wind line after chatting with Edo the day before. The hooter went and everybody took off. The boats were supposed to wait 15 minutes before starting their crossing, but because all the competitors were so fast, the boats followed almost instantly in fear of losing their rider. I was left in a sea of boat wakes and some of the wildest conditions I've ever foiled in. I had boats driving directly in front of me and I just had to glide over their wakes. I went past a few guys who had fallen and I knew if I was to come off foil I would be toast. So I wrestled my way through the chaos for probably 10 kilometres until everyone spread out enough for the ocean to calm down. I finally found some open ocean, and so off I went on my journey across the Kaiwi Channel.
You don't know what it feels like to be
I'm just shaking my head in disbelief here. I was crossing the Kaiwi Channel on a foil. It was such a surreal moment for me, a lifelong goal. My legs were feeling pretty good here, and I just knew that I could make it to the end.
Killed it, dude. So sick.